Growing up, I would say I had a interesting dynamic with the internet. I struggled a lot making friends in real life, but making PFFs on Google Plus came way more naturally. If you don't know what a PFF is, it stands for Pony Friend Forever. It was a term of endearment exchanged by younger fans of the My Little Pony community. And when I say I was entrenched in the My Little Pony community, I meant I went to BronyCon 2013. In hindsight, I would never subject my mother to that again, but unfortunately, it did happen. Rainbow Dash was even my first cosplay. I don't know if I have photos, but if I do, I'll add them in here. With all that being said, my biggest disappointment when it came to My Little Pony was how they handled the Equestria girls. I feel like they could have done so much with this concept, but overall, it just lacked any purpose. But I do have to hand it to Hasbro for creating some of the most iconic characters and moments in the series. Today I'll be doing a slight redesign of Twilight Sparkle and discussing things I think they did well and some things that I think could have been improved upon. Here I start with a very loose sketch. Over time I've learned that if I start off my composition very small and scale it up larger, then my proportions are more accurate. Starting off on a big canvas can be very daunting, so you should make it easier for yourself by thumbnailing ahead of time. Now back to my opinions that no one asked for. I would say that the timing of Equestria Girls was actually very good. The first movie was released right after season 4 where Twilight Sparkle becomes a princess. Starting a parallel storyline in this transitional time was a clever move because it fits with the narrative of the series where Twilight Sparkle is exploring a whole new world of magic and responsibilities. Now that I've praised Hasbro a little, it's time to, why in the Equestria did these ponies need to be teenagers? They were adults. They had jobs, they had businesses, they had kids to take care of. And now they're just going to their AP psychology classes. Now the stakes are incredibly low. Genuinely, why should I care if Sunset Shimmer wins Homecoming Queen if there's 50 different high schools in the same district? Also, can I talk about how Twi makes no sense? Twilight Sparkle lived in Canterlot before she went to Ponyville. In this multiverse, Twilight Sparkle doesn't even go to Canterlot High. She just goes to a different school. And it's not even Ponyville school, it's just a different school. That is so unbelievably dumb and stupid. It feels as if the writers forgot that there had to be a parallel Twilight Sparkle in the Humanverse, so they just threw her in as an after credits scene. And not only was that just shittily addressed, but Sunset Shimmer's original human version is never addressed. They don't even give us a shitty explanation of oh, she goes to a different school, she lives in a different state. Oh, we just don't know where she is. For all we know, Sunset Shimmer could have killed her and taken her place. Which honestly doesn't seem out of line with her original characterization. No, but for real, where is she? Where is she? I want to put up billboards in this world guys, there's a whole girl just missing out here and we need to find her. Another thing that doesn't make that much sense is how certain creatures translate over to the human world. As seen with Spike, he was turned into a dog, but then we get to Winona and she was a dog and now she is also a dog. Now if we were to think about the sirens like Adagio and Sonata, they were originally not ponies, but they turned into humans. However, aren't sirens more similar to a dragon than a pony? So shouldn't they be dogs? I mean, I know it's a children's series and I'm not supposed to analyze it this deeply. However, I can't help it. Okay, to circle back to the ponies. We take a look at Celestia and Luna and what the fuck happened to them? Why are they 3 times as big as the students? And why does Luna look like that? Why does she look like that? But to be honest, I'm not even surprised because Hasbro has never made Luna an on-model character, except when it came to her Build-A-Bear release. Every other single toy version of Luna, she was significantly lighter and more purple, which just speaks to how Hasbro is so divided creatively and from a marketing standpoint, and that is the ultimate downfall of the Equestria girls. The movies could definitely hold their own from a musical and story perspective, but the dolls were basically trash. It's my preference, but I have never liked the peg feet, like the same thing that Bratz utilizes. I've never enjoyed it. Because whenever you lose the shoe, which you will, you're just stuck with a character who has no feet. You can't pretend that they're going to the beach. They just lost their foot. They need to go to the hospital. And all the characters looked exactly alike in doll form. There was no room for unique molds or different body types. It was just the same copy and paste type of mannequin. Unfortunately, when I was moving houses, I had to either choose my My Little Pony collection or my Monster High collection, and I was way more attached to My Little Pony at the time, so I chose them. And so now I just have leftover Monster High accessories with Equestria girl dolls. Genuinely, if I had a time machine, I would go back and try to speak some sense into my 12-year-old self. Well, on that note, I would like to thank you for watching my slight redesign of Twilight Sparkle. I didn't want to change too much, just kind of elevate her character more and bring out what was missing in my opinion. I wish that they had leaned more into the fantastical element of My Little Pony, so I kept in her horn, her wings, and her tail. I also decided to reduce her color palette just a little so that she is visually a little more concise. I hope you enjoyed watching my creative process and listening to me rant about things that generally don't matter. If you enjoyed this video, perhaps consider subscribing and leaving a like or comment. Any amount of support genuinely means the world to me. Just by making it to this part of the video, you've already done so much. With that, I hope y'all have a great day and perhaps a great week too.